Hey everybody, this is John Scarborough. We're in the shop today. I wanted to do a little video. Hopefully y'all can bear with me here. Got to show y'all. Got my crane over here. This thing's on wheels. I've got a couple videos on this right here on some of the build of it and some of the different uses of it. I just wanted to get a video of me actually using it, a place where I actually am going to need it, and there's literally nothing else that I could use. Okay, so it's because I've had several people say to me, well, why don't you use your tractor, you know? Well, for this spot right here, where we are in here, I got stuff in here. I got 2x4s for a build we're about to do laid across right here. I got stuff kind of moved out of the way, and I'm kind of moving stuff around and cleaning stuff up a little bit. So because of that, there's stuff laying around, and I just can't get my tractor in here. It's big enough, I can't get it in and get it positioned where I want this table right here. This is, I'll show you all this table here in just a minute. This table right here was given to me by my wife's uncle, and I appreciate that. We're going to put wheels on it eventually. That's the goal. But right now we ain't got time for that. We got plenty of other stuff to do. So I'm going to set it over here, kind of over to the side. I'll show you more on that once it's done. But I'll set it over there. That way we got somewhere it's useful. We can use it while it's there. And you'll get a better look at the table. But anyway, I'm going to have to kind of weave around because anybody that's seen my shop build, I've still got these holes where my tie downs are, and I have not put my caps on just yet. So it kind of makes it a maze because if you drop, see if I can do this right, if you drop this wheel down in that hole, it's been done, sorry, yeah, it has. If you drop that wheel down in that hole, it's a booger getting it out, and you definitely got to get the load off of it for sure. So you can kind of tell we got it loaded up right now with that table. It's heavy. It is very heavy. I could maneuver it around. I'd probably damage my concrete more than I want to, and it's not something I want to do. So this is a great opportunity and a great place to be able to use this. So I'm going to try to set this up in such a way where y'all can get this. I hope this video doesn't turn into a complete flop. Y'all bear with me. It's kind of hard to do this without somebody helping to film all of that. Let me try to get you in frame for where we're going. Let's see. I'm not going to be there in the camera. Just so y'all know, in the camera, for some reason, it looks really weird to me when I'm looking at it, when I'm videoing it. But when I go to watch the video, all of a sudden it's like, well, man, that didn't look weird at all. I don't know what in the world I was complaining about. So I'm going to tilt it down just a little bit where you can actually see my holes. And I've got a rope attached to the end of that where I can kind of maneuver it. Well, let me move it in here just real quick. Just so you know, this crane right here is very heavy. We've got 6-inch angle iron for our A's right there. We've got multiple pieces of channel. It actually folds, collapses in, up and down. So it is very... this right here is heavy enough on its own. I attach on both ends, and I'll show you all that in a minute. But I can either get on the inside of the rope, or I can get on the outside of the rope. In fact, I tell you, well, you know, I'll let y'all sit right there and watch for just a minute. So actually, a lot of times, I prefer the load to be just a little bit out of balance when it comes to that. So let's drop that down. You see, I'm pivoting on one leg right now. That's one reason why I like to kind of do that, because I can move it around now and hold that one down where I want it, and then I'll drop it down. One day I'd like to have a lesson. Alright guys, so you can see right here what I've got. I've got just a big hook. I found this hook. I could cut this hook out of a piece of plate or whatever I wanted to. I just found this one. It's a pretty large hook for most of the chains that I use. I don't really need it for most of the stuff that I do. But I hook it right here. Well, you can't see down in there, but I hook it on there, and then that way I can just kind of put this around on any point I want to and get it moved wherever I want. Currently, I don't have a hook for that side. I'm probably going to get me a hook, and that way I can do it with both sides easy. I'm just tying it off for now. Let me see if I can get you around over here real quick. But there's the table right there. Back out just a little bit there. There's the crane. I got it maneuvered around. I'm actually going to pull it out of there and out of the way. But that table, like I said, it took me and another guy to get it loaded up, and it was heavy. It was a very heavy, heavy table. We got it in, you know, we got it moved. It's just not comfortable, and it's not something I'm going to try to lift myself. I could easily get injured if I try to lift something like that. I probably could, and I'd probably get it moved around, but the bottom line is I just don't want to. And I don't want it tearing up my concrete, you know. So we got it set where we want it. I think that table's going to be really useful. I got a lot of plans for it. The goal eventually is to get some wheels on it, and then to get it set at the same height as my other little move around tables. Like I've got this little table over here where I had y'all, I had my camera was clipped into that vise right there, and then coming all the way down, and I had it rigged out on there. This is my little rolling table. This is extremely handy. I got tools all over it and everything, very handy. So no matter what I'm doing, I always got this table near me if I'm near the shop. I wanted to put this in live action a little bit. It's very useful to me, very handy. Now that I'm in this shop, when I built this, I was in another shop. And anybody who wants to go back and look at those other videos, you can tell I was in a big Quonset shop. But I needed it to be adjustable in that shop. In this shop, I don't really need it to be adjustable. I'll keep it adjustable because, well, I mean, obviously I'm going to keep it adjustable, but it's still kind of handy because I can keep it in its down position, and I can actually carry a bigger load with it. And the reason is the higher your chain hoist is suspended, the bigger your footprint needs to be, okay? If to carry said amount of load. There's a calculation online. I don't remember what it is now. When I was building all this, I looked at all that stuff. You'll have to just go look at all that stuff if you're wanting to build it. Whatever the case may be, when I built this, I built it to carry the load that I wanted, and I built the footprint and the height to carry a very heavy load, the load that I wanted. And if I remember right, it's 4,800 pounds on the wheels, but then it can actually carry more if I take it up off the wheels. The point is that the load that I can carry is much better at this height right here, at the height that it's at right now. And you can tell I've got two more holes down here. If you look right there, there's one, there's the other one. So I can actually raise this thing up. The lighting just is not working out real well. But anyway, I can raise this thing up, and y'all can, maybe you can see better over here. Yeah, that's a lot better lighting. Look at that. So I've got two holes down there. I can raise this thing up another 2 foot. But essentially, I can carry more at this current height, which is, I think, 13 foot. Right now, I think it's 11 foot right now. I can carry more at 11 foot than I can if I lift it up, okay? So I still find it handy because I can keep it down at this height and I can carry some pretty heavy loads. But if I choose to, I can always bring it up. It reduces the amount of load that I have, but it gives me the ability to pick up higher. If anybody wants to build something like that, my suggestion would be definitely do your research on how much weight you're going to be carrying with it. But I really would suggest, if you have a pad, I would suggest putting it on wheels, because it really does make it kind of like an XYZ It's not an XYZ, obviously. You know, that's what we all want in our shop. You know what I mean? But it's essentially an XYZ. It's just lower, so you can still do almost everything with it, and you can still do it by yourself. It's just not quite as easy, but it's a heck of a lot cheaper. So especially for me, I was able to resource a lot of the materials from scrap yards and things like that. So for me, it was quite a bit cheaper. But still, anyway, so hope y'all like and subscribe.